Hello again, everybody. I'm the coach, and this is Madden Ultimate Team. Hope you're ready, because we've got another good one on tap.
Two teams more than ready to get this one started. And off we go in Madden Ultimate Team. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. So here's the Viking offense making their way out. They'll be led out by a longtime starter in the NFL, a former #1 overall pick way back in 2009. It's Matthew Stafford.
And Matthew Stafford was taken first overall in the 2009 draft, and he certainly played like a top pick. Throughout his career, he's been one of the most prolific passers in the league, and there's no reason to believe he's going to slow down his production anytime soon. Not only that, he's also one of the tougher quarterbacks in the league as well.
First carry for Nick Chubb. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Marcus Davenport. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. A situation they'll certainly want to avoid going forward. An early second and long they're facing. Under pressure, they got him again. Marcus Davenport able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
That one a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete.
Two things you can do in that situation. Run and punt the football or try and take your shot at getting the first down. They chose the latter, but they'll have to punt all the same.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Great coverage there. Holds him to a 2-yard return following a 50-yard punt. And the Lions will take over. So now we'll get a look at the other offensive unit as they come out for their first possession. As we get a look at a guy who grew up in Florida, played his college ball, of course, in Louisville. It's the electric Lamar Jackson.
Early part of his career, defenses really had to focus on his running ability, and they still do. But now, he's turned himself into a true dual-threat quarterback. When he plants his cleats in the ground and turns it loose, good things happen downfield.
The first carry for the legend, it's Bo Jackson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. I really enjoy watching Lamar Jackson run those RPOs, Charles, but I'll tell you what, it's tough calling play-by-play because you don't know whether he handed it off or kept it.
Makes you focus, doesn't it? You've got to try and stay with it, and even when we do, we often can get it wrong because our eyes naturally go to him because he creates big plays. But if you're a runner and you're playing with Lamar Jackson, aren't you happy? He creates so much concentration on him, it should open up things for you.
They run on first down with Jackson, and he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense the next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on third down. Throwing is Jackson. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
No score after one on EA Sports. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Eluding, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. That was J.J. Watt getting in there and getting into the ground. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. From the gun, Jackson. Buying time to his left. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. It'll be a loss of only a couple on the sack, but now it'll bring up third down. A long way to go here on third down for the 8th play of the drive. From the gun, it's Jackson. Flush to his right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Third down is a down. Both sides know they absolutely have to win. And the name of the game for the defense is pressure on the quarterback. But pressure on the quarterback with contact, that's how you end up winning it.
They're going on 4th down. It's Jackson looking downfield for Jones. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 15. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, you think about it, though, that interception, great for his stats, but bad for field position. It was 4th down.
Yeah, terrific observation. If there is going to be a silver lining, and this is what he'll plead when it comes time to watch it again, hey, it was just like a punt, right? So we end up taking...
And the pressure gets there. He'll go down. It's a sack. And it is going to bring us to the 2-minute warning. Marcus Davenport in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. On 3rd down, it's Nick Chubb. And he'll be hit and dropped for a loss at the 5-yard line. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Lachlan Edwards now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he's able to get it out quickly, and this is not a bad kick here. So a change of possession here on the punt, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Back onto the field come the Lions for their 2nd overall drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Jackson looking downfield for Jones. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown. A great play there. 54 yards. And the Lions on just 2 plays have taken the lead. Well, the game had been pretty uneventful offensively until that big strike.
No doubt about it. Almost felt like they were just going back and forth a little bit in the first quarter. But in the second quarter, things ramped up a little bit. Things jumped up. And you're exactly right. Going to make a highlight film or two. We'll be watching that one later on today.
They're going to keep it on the ground. And he will get in to make it 8-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Hill going to sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And with just under a minute to go, they might try to think about mounting a drive here if they can and get in the end zone to potentially tie this game up. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number one. To throw again on second down. Stafford and able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Stafford on first down. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. Stafford's throw taken in by Cook. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. Now Stafford. Under pressure, and down he goes. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with fourth down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. Here's Lachlan Edwards now as he's on to punt for Minnesota. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line. That hurts. If it was running into the kicker, wouldn't be a first down. Roughing, it is a first.
And just think about the differences between the two. Running into the kicker almost feels inadvertent, just a small tap, so to speak. But when you rough him, usually bodies are hitting the ground and flying all different places. And the difference is 5 yards or 15. And in this case, that's a big play.
He's going to float this over the middle, deep. And this a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete. That's it. We now proceed to the start of the second half. The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. And the Lions getting set to go on offense to start the third. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation and pick up those pass rushers because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
Again, it's Jackson as he'll stay on the ground. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. 50 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. On first down, it's Jackson, and running with power here. And he's brought down after a very nice gain.
You certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. J.J. Watt, tough to stop. He gets upfield and makes a play behind the line. And now Jackson will look to throw it. Jackson hit, and he lost the football.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
Looking downfield for Jones. And he is down deep into Minnesota territory. A big play there for Detroit. Pretty good play by both the thrower and the catcher there, Charles. Third down, showed a lot of trust in his receiver.
And what I liked about the play was his receivers understanding that everything wasn't on time back in the pocket. Rhythm was off a little bit. He adjusted as well and gave them a chance to complete that play.
He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down. They'll try the right side here with Bo.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need. And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. A great effort there. Taking it in. And the Lions are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get him over the goal line.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And Hill will opt for the touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. On second down, here's Stafford. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it. And the return will stop right around the 25. If they had designs of kind of wiggling their way back into this one, that hurts their chances right there.
They had to put it mildly. Look at the lead, look at the deficit, trying to make a play downfield. Everyone seeking to be somewhat the hero. Didn't turn out that way at all, and you're exactly right. It's going to take a lot for them to have a chance to win this one now.
They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down. The Lions on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. Charles, thinking back to what you said in the first quarter, that part of the magic elixir for a road victory for these underdogs was going to be winning the turnover battle. Well, they only have 1 right now. Look at the scoreboard.
Yeah, not exactly playing to the form that I subscribed, right? When you talk about winning that turnover battle, that evens things out, especially for a road team, especially for a team that's an underdog.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Lions use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Great call to hand that one off, and his running back did the rest.
Someone read their keys correctly, and on the defensive side of the ball, they certainly did not, because they really essentially were just going to swarm the quarterback. They kind of guessed themselves out of the play, and guess who benefited? the guy with the football.
They'll try and run it here. And he is into the end zone again as he scores both the touchdown and the two-point conversion to extend this lead.
Thorough domination right now, and the game plan is simple, obviously, Charles. They're going for 2 after every touchdown, and it's 24-0.
Don't you just get the sense right now that they're just flexing? I mean, you'll be able to do whatever they want, how they want, 3 two-point conversions, and now they're up 24-0. So essentially they gained a field goal out of it without even trotting the kicker out there.
Hill going to think better of bringing this one out, and the drive will start at the 25.
And now out comes Minnesota.
And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Looking to throw again on second down. Stafford. Oh, now a strip. He loses the football. But a Viking was able to corral this one, and Minnesota will keep possession.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a third down.
To throw is Stafford. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Desperation time for Stafford on 4th down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Picked off at the 28, and his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
For this defense, CD, that's kind of the icing on the cake here as we get to the end of this one.
And didn't you feel that they weren't just going into total prevent there? You know, they had the lead, and sometimes you fall back and you lose your aggressiveness. Not in this case. They were still making a play on the football, and look how that one turned out. They may have salted this one away.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. Escaping the pressure right. And he will not throw it away. He goes out of bounds, well shy of the line of scrimmage, so that's a sack. They call that a loss of 6 yards. And it's third down now. Jackson from the shotgun. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Jackson now keeps himself upright. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Lions turned away on 4th down. And now, goodness, possession's going to go over right at the 10-yard line. Finally, a first red zone opportunity for these guys. They've got a 1st and 10 from the 10. After the interception, here's Stafford. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Now a play fake, and it's Stafford.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
Picked off at the 14. He's at the 30. 10. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. And
that's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
Defense more than did its job. Now the offense is summoned onto the field as they'll go for two. Oh, look at this. They're not even going to get the two-point play off. Maybe too much indecision. It's going to cost them 5 yards. That's going to set them back 5 yards. On now comes the Lion offense. They'll be asked to go for two here. They're going to try and run here. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line.
I know we could sit up here and dance around it a little bit, but going for two in this situation, somebody doesn't like someone else. There's no doubt in my mind.
Well, what they couldn't see is you lean back in your chair and you went, yeah, that's not a good decision. They didn't get it, though.
Yeah, I don't think you just say, well, my kicker's hurt in this spot. No, okay.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Check curls, check curls, check curls. Hey, check Mike, check Mike. Watch it, I got you. I got you. Mike.
Stafford here, coming off his pick six. He's going to let it fly. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Mike, 55. Check 55. Mike. Silver.
They'll fake it. Now Stafford. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now it's Stafford. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. Here's Lachlan Edwards now. Now, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. It'll be a 48-yard punt. 5 there on the return. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before we hit triple zeros. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. Looking downfield for Jones. And then he is caught at the 10-yard line. And he is down deep into Minnesota territory. So this one's over. It's a win for the Detroit Lions. And I tell you what, Charles.
Hello and welcome in. I'm the coach, and you're watching Madden Ultimate Team. We've been waiting for this one all week, and the wait is finally over. It's time to play ball.
Get strapped in. It's just about time to get the party started. And here we go. We're underway in Madden Ultimate Team. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. So here comes the Packers offense now onto the field. They'll be led out by their electrifying signal caller, the former Virginia Tech Hokie, Michael Vick. Vick will look to throw on first down. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. First carry for the 5-time Pro Bowler, LaDainian Tomlinson. And for a second straight play, the Lion defense drops him behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up. Working out of the gun, Michael Vick. Over the middle, complete. It's Adams. And he's going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now Tomlinson on 1st and 10. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
Next, the receivers have spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
Off the play fake, Vick steps away. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. And the Lions going with an extra DB here on 3rd down. Vick now from the 50. Swinging this ball out here to Tomlinson. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on 3rd down. They did.
Big-time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. Makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count.
All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd. This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. Vick to throw it. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And the Lions are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover. So here are the Lions now backed up for their first drive. They'll have Lamar Jackson calling the shots, the former Heisman Trophy winner from Louisville.
Early part of his career, defenses really had to focus on his running ability, and they still do. But now, he's turned himself into a true dual-threat quarterback. When he plants his cleats in the ground and turns it loose, good things happen downfield.
They'll start here with Jackson. Solid footwork, but not able to get a whole lot. Brought down shy of the 10. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. We're scoreless after 1. Now a give right side. It's Jackson. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. On 3rd down, Jackson. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And they finally take him down, but not before he reaches the 43. A big play there for Detroit. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Jackson. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. A big play there. 43 yards. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Charles, there aren't really any slow receivers, but there's fast and then really fast. He's really fast, and he showed off the afterburners there.
And that he is, because when he took off, I was thinking there's no chance that he can actually reach him with that pass. Yet he did, and he's still sprinting. And just think about what that does for everyone else on his team, because his ability to stretch a field opens things up for the rest of the receivers on the team.
Extra point by Anderson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. The Packers offense here coming back out for their 2nd drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. Oh, trying to get that to Adams, but that's intercepted. Picked off at the 47. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
They'll run on 1st down. Jackson. Deion Sanders up to make the tackle. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
2nd and 5 now. Jackson, he'll rifle this one deep right side. And in for the Lions touchdown. Jamar Chase, 46 yards. And the Lions are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra-explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. Well, sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. That's almost like one of your Turkey Bowl games, isn't it? Just go long,
Backyard.
man. I'll hit you. And it worked really well for them.
So the Lion offense staying on the field as they're going to try for 2. They're going to try and run. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
Here comes Michael Vick now leading his offense back out there. He and his team, they have had a rough go of it here in this first half. Maybe time for him to put his foot down here in the second quarter.
Put his foot down and become a little more accurate throwing the football. He's already thrown 2 interceptions.
And now Vick throwing another interception. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
Boy, Charles, that is now 3 interceptions in 3 consecutive drives, and you can see he's just got a look of disgust and bad body language, understandably, as he walks off the field.
And I think it comes from the fact that he's not sure what he sees down the field, Brandon. I don't know if he's seeing ghosts. I don't know if he just can't read defenses. I'm not sure what it is, but that's why he's frustrated. And think about the defense right now. Every time they run on the field, they've gone from hoping to intercept a pass to expecting to intercept passes. Their confidence at an all-time high right now.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. Now it's Jackson. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. A great effort there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful. And the formula there on the 2-point try to go 5 wide, not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that someone, if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And with a 3-score deficit staring them in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Throwing again on 2nd down. Vick. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
And they will bottle him up behind the line, and now will they use a timeout? The Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Here now, Johnny Townsend, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. A good head-down running on the return gets about 15 yards. And the Lions will have excellent field position here as they take over first. Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball and could not hang on. 2nd down coming up. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Jackson, he's going to let it go again. And, it's incomplete. That would have been 6 points, but somehow he couldn't rein it in. From the gun on third down, Jackson looking downfield for Jones. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down. The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on fourth. And Jackson throwing once more. Going deep for Diggs. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome, everybody, to our abbreviated version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. His 3 touchdown passes have his guys out in front. As we have
the Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. This fielded right at the goal line. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football because they got the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in. The obvious thing people would say is just keep attacking, but I think you also have to be smart about it. Avoid turnovers. That's about the only thing that can derail you at this point. Attack, but make sure you take care of the ball.
On the run, it's Bo Jackson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it.
And this is caught, and he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. A big play there for Detroit. They'll try and run for it with Bo. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Lions take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Now to try to add the extra point, the lefty Anderson. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming.
And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Marcus Davenport picks up his second sack of the afternoon. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's going to go down again. Marcus Davenport getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Here now, Johnny Townsend, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Watch out for Hill on the return. Good blocking there. Nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material.
And really a nice job there to make something out of that run, sidestepping defenders for a pickup of 4. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Jackson. Looking downfield for Jones. And he's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. A great play there. 42 yards.
And the Lions are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter.
You have fun with this one, partner?
I am. I mean, he's been fun to watch under center.
We always talk about, getting to the next level, right? When we see people get into the zone, this guy's in the master class right now. What a performance he's putting on, just carving them up.
4 touchdown passes. Carving them up is right. Seems like everything he throws is going to be a completion and going in the end zone. And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean,
the ball comes out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. On 1st and 10, here's Vic.
Vic loses the football. It's out.
And this is scooped up by the Lions.
As they say, this game hasn't exactly been one for the books. I mean, we're into the 4th quarter here, and now this happens, another turnover. Not one that they're going to hold up and say, yeah, this has been a banner day.
Absolutely. Still sitting on 0. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Charvarius Ward.
And the Packers are going to take over once again, and they'll have... at their own 8-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it. We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's
fighting to get back to the goal line. I don't think he got there. He did not get back there. It's a safety. Things are just going from bad to worse now. It's a safety that does him in here, and that is one frustrated offensive unit.
They can't get out from under their own shadow right now. I mean, I know this is the NFL, but could you imagine a college crowd right now? Imagine what they'd be doing. They'd be chanting, "Start the bus," because they think this one is over.
Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field.
And they have to be feeling pretty good. Comfortable fourth quarter lead as they take over following the fumble recovery.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll begin the drive with Jackson on the ground. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49.
62 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Jackson on 1st down. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Quiddy Pay.
He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. That one looks like he'll throw here. Man open, here is Jones. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big connection on that one. 33 yards. Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line.
Credit that sack to Marcus Davenport.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Jackson. He'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. As that lead just swells and swells. Look, this has been dominance in all 3 phases. Offense, defense, and special teams.
So don't we have to give a lot of credit, not just to what we've seen today, but the preparation in advance, coaching staff, commitment by the players to the game plan, and being ready to go in this one? You're exactly right. Clean sweep. And, boy, they're going to celebrate this one after it's over.
And on the other side, this is the game film you just flush and never go back and review. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. On 2nd and inches, Vick, it's caught by OBJ. And now we're going to get a timeout. Somewhat pointlessly called with 3 seconds to go in a game that's already been decided. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. One last shot for Michael Vick. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete, as time has run out on this football game.
Hello, everyone. You're watching Madden Ultimate Team, and I'm your host, the coach. This game should not disappoint, so sit back and put that remote down.
Charles and I have been looking forward to this one all week, and we are underway from AT&T Stadium.
Here comes Harris out of the end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
From the gun, it's Allen. Over the middle, that's taken in by Gronkowski. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. On 2nd down now, it's Parsons. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23. This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. It's complete. He's got Gronk.
And he will have a Chiefs 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
On 1st down, Allen. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Marcus Davenport, the 1st rounder out of UTSA with a sack. Throwing on 2nd and long. Allen under pressure, and they got to him again. Marcus Davenport able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away.
Now Hill to return it.
Touchdown, Detroit. It's a punt return score of 70 yards. And the Lions are going to take a 1st quarter lead. They get the stop defensively, force the punt. They score without their offense even stepping on the field.
I remember playing on special teams and teasing the guys on offense. Like, look, don't even worry about it. You got to just hang out over there. We'll bring this one all the way back and get the points we need. In this case, they actually got that done.
So after surrendering the punt return for a score, let's see what they can do in turn on this kickoff.
Here comes Harris out of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And their 2nd attempt here, the 1st drive, stalled and they punted.
Time to break some things out, I think, in the playbook. Now that they've gotten out there, getting settled a little bit, let's see if they open things up. Maybe try and get the ball in the hands of the guys who can get the ball into the end zone. They're playmakers.
I would like that.
And that may have been incomplete, but he reminds me so much of when my dad used to take me to the baseball stadium and watch the home run hitters in batting practice. I'll get to the stadium early just to watch this kid throw it. He can throw it out of the stadium.
Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
They're giving him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
And he's going to lose a yard or 2. Taken down behind the line. Jay Ratliff able to get him down behind the line of scrimmage, and it will be 4th down.
On is the punter Charlton now as he's able to get this one away. And this returnable for Hill.
And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. An excellent return that time, 26 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. First down, Jackson. And a good burst there right from the start as he'll get this one out near the 35. And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. From the 35 on 2nd down, Jackson looking downfield for Jones. And that is caught.
And the Lions are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
They're going to keep it on the ground. And he is in to make it 16-0.
I think we're sensing a trend here. 2 first-half touchdowns. After going for 2 after the first score, CD, I thought maybe they would kick the PAT here. No, they get 2 more.
No, they decided to really press the advantage because, remember, getting the 2 after the first score, you've already got the other team back on their heels if they're going to mount a comeback. But to go up 2 scores and 2 two-point conversions, you've really got them thinking on the other sideline.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
And just 1 tick to go, so this will obviously be the final play of this first quarter. On second down, it's Parsons. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter.
16-0. That's the score after 1 on EA Sports. And that ball incomplete, nearly intercepted. Took a chance with that one. It'll lead to a 4th down.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Here's Hill on the return. Great blocking, nearly sprung him there. 28-yard return, and the Lions will take over. Now Jackson on first down. Looking downfield for Jones. That's caught inside the 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A big play that time through the air. 31 yards. From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down. He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half.
And the Lions are able to add on to their first half lead.
They'll try and run it here. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Here comes Harris out of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to be going to force everything either.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will be alongside. He'll have highlights and analysis from Orlando of this first half of action. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. And he finds Gronk. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. And the pressure gets to him again. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. The Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts
And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
And here's Joseph Charlton now.
He's been one of their few bright spots so far. This is fielded inside the 5. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Lamar Jackson marching back onto the field. And he's been good. 2 first-half touchdown passes, no interceptions so far.
Does a lot for your confidence. Does a great deal for your team. Gives them...
And got his man complete. Oh, my God. Touchdown, Detroit. A big play there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Lions just continue to pour it on. Here we go now as they will again try for 2. They're going to try and run. And they are 3 for 3 on 2-point conversions as he is into the end zone for the score. Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Here comes Harris out of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And with the score where it is, even though I think they'd love to get back to the locker room, they may be forced to try and get something out of this drive.
Throwing on 1st down is Allen. He finds his man complete. That's Parsons. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
Okay, just like that. Just like that. Check 55 for Mike. Check 55 for Mike. I got it. Mike.
To throw again on 2nd down. Allen. He finds his man complete. It's Parsons. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Throwing is Allen on 3rd.
And a high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete.
Here's the Chiefs punter now. He's been terrific so far. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. That's pulled in at the 32. Time for a break. We've hit an abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3. The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. Here's the dangerous Tyreek Hill. Oh, good return up past the 30.
And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
The Lions offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3.
The first half definitely went their way, and this would seem to be a great opportunity to kind of put this game a little closer out of reach with a score here.
Yeah, and it's a wonderful opportunity for them because if they can add 7 more to their lead before the other guys even see the football, that could be the decisive blow in this game. I think that's how they're eyeing it. That's how they're approaching it.
Looking downfield for Jones. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Detroit. A great effort there. 59 yards. And the Lions have got it on cruise control. And now once again, they'll line up to go for 2. They're going to keep it on the ground and make them 4 for 4 now on 2-point conversions as he'll take this one in for the score.
I think this is just going to be a function of the times we live in now. Very similar to the bat flip in baseball. Everyone's got to start to get comfortable with this. But to me, this is just rubbing it in. You got a big lead. Go ahead and take the extra point. One thing to keep in mind, though, karma's still out there. And sometimes it has a way of catching up with you.
So here's the Chiefs offense ready for their first reps in half number 2. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? Well, a lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
On 2nd and 11 now. Allen. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Hill. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Allen. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Dallas, Texas is the spot. 3rd quarter inside AT&T Stadium. Glad you're with us. 2nd and 10. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. So the shotgun snap to Allen. And Gronkowski's got it, complete over the middle. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions 33.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the 1st down and then some.
1st down, and they're going to throw with Allen. He finds his man, complete. That's Parsons. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line.
That was a beautiful executed screen pass. Let the rushers get upfield. The blocking forms in front. Lofted it to the runner. And now, not only does he have open space in front of him, he's got an escort as well, and they pick up big yardage.
Now Allen again. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Marcus Davenport able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Back now in Arlington. Before they can snap it, time runs out on this 3rd quarter of play. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. And it's out. He put it on the carpet, and the Lions have recovered.
Okay, this isn't one where you want to take... game tape and hold it up as an example, do you? I mean, you talk about frustrating all the way through. And that last error, I think that crystallizes it, doesn't it?
Absolutely. That's been representative of their entire game still being shut out. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football for triple option, you've actually called that play.
On 2nd and a long way to go. Jackson looking downfield for Jones. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Anderson now for the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it's capped off by a touchdown for the Lions. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. Here's the Chiefs punter now, standing just outside his own goal line. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. And we'll see what he can do on the return. And he's loose again. And they're going to finish this one off strong. It's a return touchdown to add on to their lead in the final stages. So another score there. Often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. And once again, here are the Lions going for 2. They'll try and run it here. And they're a perfect 5 for 5 now on 2-point conversions as he is in to get them 2 more.
Personally, I'd rather see him kick the extra point there than to go for 2, but it almost feels like there's a story within the story here. I mean, this isn't college. You know, size of victory, that matters in those games. Here, all you have to do is win by 1 point. That's all that you need. Instead, they go for it, get 2. You got some pretty ticked off folks on the other sideline now.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Allen now on 1st down. It's Hill, complete. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. defense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. To try again after the sack. Allen, and pressure coming, and they got him once again. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. On 3rd and long, it's Allen. That one a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete. Here's the Chiefs punter now as he's on to kick it away. And he fields it cleanly. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And the Lions will have excellent field position here as they take over 1st and 10. Detroit's offense ready to take over. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Looking downfield for Jones. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. They seemingly just continue to score at will, and as great as it's been for the offense, you got to feel for that defense down there.
I love how you use the word will, because both teams came into the game with the will to win, but one team has obviously imposed its will on the other and broken them, because what we're seeing right now, wow, that's a defense that's in tatters after what they faced in this ball game.
Now the Lions again lining up for the 2-point try. They're going to try and run. And, boy, talk about adding insult to injury. He's into the end zone to tack on 2 more.
But I guess when you're hot, you're hot. I mean, I would just go ahead and take the extra point and move on, but apparently they've got something to prove. Almost feels like something was said this week, and they wanted to make sure that they laid it on them in this game.
And we will not see a run back here from Harris. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. To throw, it's Allen. On target over the middle to Hill. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Throwing now is Allen. He finds his man, complete. It's Parsons. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. So this one's over. It's a win for the Detroit Lions. And I tell you what,